Hi everyone, I'm Emily and I'm here to talk about twin flames and the tarot. So I have two tarot decks here I'm going to talk about, and the first one is the Brotherhood of Light Egyptian Tarot. The other one is the Rider-Waite Tarot. And I want to talk about twin flames in relation to both decks because they have pretty different interpretations of the soul journey in some aspects, especially when it comes to relationships and love and divine union. So let's get started. I'm going to be showing you some cards that are really good to get in any twin flame reading that you might do. First, I want to show you a book, The Sacred Tarot by C.C. Zane. I was surprised when I read this book because it pretty much starts out, I think it says in the inside cover here, that the soul divides into two, masculine and feminine, two aspects of the same soul, and starts on a journey descended into matter, into the physical plane that we find ourselves in now to experience human life. And the soul journey is all about finding your way back to that higher realm of consciousness, divine union. And part of that journey is to come into union with your divine counterpart. They don't call it twin flames in the book, but that is what it's about, to find your other half, the other side of you, and to figure out a way to come into union again. And after that, you go back to source and become one with the universe. So, in the Sacred Tarot, if you read it, which I highly recommend, it talks about the soul journey being depicted in each of the major arcana cards in the tarot deck. I'm not going to go through all the cards right now, there's 22 of them. So I'm going to show you several cards that I think are really important cards if you get them in a reading about your twin flame. And they're good. These are all good news cards, okay? So the first one, as you might have expected, is the Lovers. This card is from the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. Look at the same card and what it looks like from the Brotherhood of Light Egyptian Tarot deck. It's pretty different. In fact, in the Brotherhood of Light deck, it actually is called the Two Paths. In the Rider-Waite deck, which is very Europeanized from archetypes and understanding of the cards that developed in Europe and Christianity over hundreds of years, it became the Lovers, even though it is actually about Adam and Eve. And you can see in the card the Two Paths that it's actually about temptation. So if you get this card in a reading with me from the Rider-Waite deck, the Lovers, of course I'm going to interpret it as divine love and a deep soul connection romantically. But if you were to get this card, the Two Paths, that has a different interpretation. So just good to keep this in mind, that it's actually about temptation and making the right moral choice. The next card we're going to talk about is the Sun. And that is Arcana number 19. It's pretty far along in the major Arcana story of the soul journey. So it's right before you get to the world, the ending, the culmination of the journey. And in the Egyptian deck, the Sun is actually about divine union. For some reason, in the Rider-Waite deck, it lost the two people depicted in the photo and made it into one baby. But in ancient times, there were two people coming together into a perfect relationship, total harmony, understanding that another person is an extension of you and all souls are one. And you can show that to others by being in a divine relationship with your divine counterpart, your twin flame. So if you're getting the Sun card in any reading about your twin flame, this is a really good card for divine union. The next card I want to show you is the Star. And the Star is all about renewed hope. In the ancient Egyptian deck, or archetype. Maybe they didn't have decks, but they had this idea. It was actually about understanding the divine realm and the physical realm and how to exist in both at the same time. That's a really hard concept, and it's very important for the twin flame journey, because often when you met your twin flame, you feel like you're living in two worlds at once, one that's unseen on the spiritual plane and one that's in the physical plane. So the star, when you get that card, it could be about renewed hope, but it could also be about two worlds coming. I was going to say colliding, but that's not what it means. It's two worlds coming to coexist as one. The next card is Judgment. And in the Egyptian tarot deck, it was the Resurrection. Why am I showing you this card? It's about Judgment Day. But you could see it as not necessarily being about judging. It could be about something coming back to life. As you can see in the Egyptian deck, these sarcophagi are opening and the mummies are coming back to life to be judged on Judgment Day. But we can ignore that part of it for this video, because we're talking about twin flames. If you get this card, I would always interpret that as the person coming back soon, something being rejuvenated, the light being turned on again, the candle being relit. So the Judgment card is a really good card in any twin flame reading. Now I'm going to show you two cards from the Rider-Waite deck, the 10 of Cups and the 2 of Cups. In the Egyptian deck, those cards don't really correspond exactly to what these ones are about. So if you do a reading with me and I use the Rider-Waite deck and I get these cards in your twin flame reading, these are really good cards. Okay, the 10 of Cups is about having everything you want, feeling very fulfilled. And in a relationship, it would be like perfect love and just feeling like you've achieved what you were hoping for. And the 2 of Cups is two souls coming together as one. And maybe it's a new relationship, or it's real romantic love. And this is a good sign in any relationship reading. So I hope this helps you understand readings that you do for yourself at home and with psychics. And if you get these cards in those readings, it's a really good sign for your twin flame journey. If you'd like to do a reading with me, you can book a session at wellnessoneness.com, my website. And also look out for a course I have coming out soon about reading the tarot and understanding these archetypes. I hope this helps. Thanks for watching.